Kristen, and in this tutorial video, we're going to be working with solving a system of equations for both x and y. Now you can see that behind me I have written a couple of equations, and we're going to be working with these two for this entire video. We have 2x minus 3y equals negative 2, and 4x plus y equals 24. Now, once we've solved this equation, our solution will be a point, and that point will be written as x, y. That means that we have to solve for both the x and the y variable. You can do this in different ways. You can do it by substitution, you can do it by elimination. In this video, we're going to show you how to do it with substitution. So basically what that means is you solve for one variable and substitute that value into the other equation for that variable. Let me show you what I mean. Let's use this one here, 4x plus y equals 24. We are going to solve for the y variable. To do that, we need to isolate y on one side of the equation. So what we can do is we can subtract 4x from either side of the equation to get rid of this x here. That gives us y equals 24 minus 4x. We've isolated y on one side of the equation, so we can substitute this value here into the other equation for y. So let's do that. Let's substitute y equals 24 minus 4x in for y. 2x minus 3, 24 minus 4x equals negative 2. Here you can see that we have substituted the y value from the other equation into this equation. Now we can simplify and solve for x. So first, let's multiply minus 3 by everything in the parentheses. That gives us 2x minus 72 plus 12x equals negative 2. So we're starting to run out of space here. So let's erase this and start over at the top. After simplifying, we've managed to make this into 2x minus 72 plus 12x equals negative 2. Now you'll notice that each term in this equation is divisible by 2. So let's go ahead and do that so that we can isolate this x here. So let's divide this entire thing by 2. That gives us x minus 36 plus 6x equals negative 1. Now let's solve for x. We can combine like terms by adding the x values together. So we have 7x minus 36 equals negative 1. Now let's move this 36 over here by adding 36 to both sides. We're running out of space again, so let's erase this and start over. So we added 36 to both sides of the equation so that we could cancel out 36 on the left side. So now we have simplified this down to 7x equals 35. Because negative 1 plus 36 is 35, and negative 36 plus 36 is 0. So now we need to isolate x by itself. To do that, we need to divide this entire thing by 7. That gives us x equals 5. So now we know that our x value in our solution is 5. However, we still don't know what y is. In order to find out what y is, let's take this x value and substitute it into our other original equation. So let's get rid of all this. Our first equation was 4x plus y equals 24. However, we know that our x value is 5, so we can substitute that in for x and solve for y. So let's do that. 4 times 5 is 20, plus y equals 24. Now we want y by itself, so let's subtract 20 from both sides. That gives us y equals 4. So now we know that our y value is 4. Now we've solved this system of equations using substitution. We solved for y in the first equation, this equation here. We substituted what we found for y into our other equation, simplified and solved for x, and then substituted the x value into the first equation we worked with. So that's how you use substitution to solve a system of equations. Thank you for watching this video.